I would never stress about breaking. It's like it's the only way you can do breaking wrong is if you not have fun, if you stress about it, you know.
Right.
Like every day, like life hits people hard, and the last thing you want is something you love or a hobby to cause you stress, you know.
Yeah.
So,
If that's the case, you just drop the whole thing. But and you mentioned coming out the woodwork. Unfortunately, when once the Olympics came, not only did people come out the woodworks to support and to hate, but some people came out the woodworks with allegations and accusations. It seemed like it was like, yo, I'm in the Olympics. And then it was like, yo, you did this to me. You know what I'm saying? So we had the crazy leg situation. Um, that's probably a couple months ago now. And then more recently, you had B-Boy Excel being accused by B-Girl Integrity of rape, which was an even more serious accusation,
yeah.
and who knows, what's going to continue to come out as these girls, start to stand up and voice their experiences. What do you think is going on, man?
Yo,
Because I know you have, and if anybody hasn't picked this up, this is a dad of twin daughters, a proud dad of twin daughters,
yeah,
and you hear things like this.
it's upsetting. You know, before I heard any of this stuff, I told my wife, I really didn't want my daughters in breaking. I wasn't one of those dads that want to show them what I do, or I wasn't one of those dads that when I had my class in my garage, I'll bring my daughters in. I really didn't want them being exposed to breaking.
And
Um,
taking a liking to it, and yeah,
yeah, just because you know, I haven't seen anything crazy when I was traveling and stuff. Um, but I do know it's a male dominated scene, and at jams when there's after parties and people drink, I know b-boys get aggressive. Like again, I didn't see anything crazy in my history, but I just know that vibe must be tough on girls, you know. Like it must be pretty hard, and it was something I didn't want my girls to kind of go through, or or just be at a jam and they're like three girls to like 20 dudes, and these 20 dudes are just trying to like see who can get some play, you know. Like I'm generalizing, like I don't know, but you know, even at one point when I was young, like when you travel somewhere and after you battle, you want to go out, you want to party, you want to meet ladies, and you want to talk and have drinks, you know. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy thing to hear all these accusations, especially from Crazy Legs, someone that I kind of watched when I was growing up. But I feel like it's good for these girls to kind of speak up, man. It's dope. And you know, I feel like they must be really angry for all these years, and holding all those emotions in must not be fun. And it's great that I encourage more girls that if things happen that they don't feel right, to speak up, man. And I feel like the hip hop community will rally. I see everybody rallying towards these victims, and it's really dope. You know, obviously, I understand that a lot of them don't want to relive those memories, and I'm okay too. But if ladies are hurt and they want to speak up on it now, I feel like it's awesome, man. Like I'm all for it. And because these girls are speaking up, it actually makes me feel more safe if my daughters want to get into breaking later, because I know it's changing, you know, and I feel like it's dope that way,
no
you know.
doubt.
Yeah, like
Word,
now
man.
for the first time since my girls were born, I would think like, because my oldest one, she's 2.5, she does spins and then she'll kind of do like these freezes, and like now I'm kind of like happy I'll get her to do it because I feel like, you know, like things are gonna be better, you know, like the
By the
woman.
time she gets to like where she can get into it and start to actually,
Yeah,
take it
yeah,
on, yeah,
yeah, man.
no doubt.
I think a woman, they they're strong, you know, and this is their time, man. Like go
Yeah.
for it. I'm all
And
for it.
and they're starting to get their just due now too, as far as you know, the bigger competitions being put on the bigger stages. Like I was talking about Maka being, you know, a part of the Monster Energy Breakers team. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
doors are definitely opening for
You
them,
know,
and I'm sure
yeah.
they'll continue to open.
One of the best lessons I ever learned was Wiggles telling me that he was really inspired by his sister. Like he learned dance from his sister. He was telling me how a woman is generally more in tune and more confident moving all parts of their bodies, like their hips and everything. And then he was telling me, if you really want to learn to dance, practice dancing with a woman, or watch how a woman dance, watch how they move their hips, because the hips is how you get strong, and then the grooves from your shoulders. And then so I actually practice a lot of dancing with my wife, you know, or she'll tell me to groove. She's always pushing me to groove, and I feel like, yeah, like definitely an inspiration, man. So
Dope,
yeah.
dope. Now, in America, I don't know if this is happening in Canada as well, but right now we have this whole "Stop Asian Hate" hashtag, right? And I know you kind of touched on, you know, being bullied as a kid, but that, you know, that was kind of like ignorant kid stuff, right? And you said it kind of stopped. In your country, is there a like any kind of movement like this, or and if not, do you have like Asian friends in the states that are, you know, repping this hashtag?
Like out here, because I don't go out much right now because of COVID times. I don't see it for myself, but I do hear my friends experiencing Asian hate being screamed at. I know one of my friends, homie, got screamed at for no reason,
And
and
this is in Canada?
in Vancouver.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
and
Wow, that's crazy because Vancouver is like there's
yeah,
mad Asians in
yeah.
Vancouver.
An older lady got hit, and I got a friend in San Fran. Told me San Fran is pretty bad. It's pretty upsetting. But it's like I'm not really surprised, just because that's how it's been for so long. Like maybe the media, um, like just now Asians hate is more coming to light, but like racism's been around for a long time, and it's never good to any race. Like I'm a vegan now, so I'm all about just having equal rights even for animals.
I became vegan because I could no longer think about eating something that was once living and breathing.
The primary thing that keeps me vegan is just always the animal liberation. The idea that we are trying to push our ideas onto others. That stereotype I've experienced the most.
Hunting is a very hard concept for people to understand. I am in Texas, it's a lot more acceptable, even though being a woman who hunts, people still, have a really hard time with that concept.
I feel like a lot of people think vegans are more effeminate. People will question your sexuality oftentimes.
I grew up in a rural village, living off the land. The way we live is in total respect to the animals, and I think there's so much that people do not know about indigenous culture.
And sometimes I kind of lose hope because we don't really even treat each other good. How are we gonna treat like the animals? So it's sad, and I never want to walk around my city in fear, or have my wife go out and be nervous of what would happen to them. I never want to live in fear like that. So I really hope people get educated and get informed, and just let the hate go. It's like I said, there's some people that told me, I have friends that are really angry about it, and I read their posts and they say nothing changed. Like they were bullied, they were called like ching chongs when they were young, all the stereotype, and it never kind of went away. And I guess I feel lucky that after a while, in my city, they grew out of it, and then it was more like I never got to experience racism after my early teens. Like till now I see all these Asian hate hashtags. But even though now it hasn't hit me personally, but it is upsetting. But it's no more upsetting than me seeing racism towards any other race, you know, or speciesisms to pigs or cows. It's all the same to me. It's such a bummer, man. You know,
No doubt.
it's such
No
a
doubt.
bummer, dude. Like, I don't know, man. It's tough, you know.
Right. So now,
I remember I did a workshop in Asia, and then the studio owner was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm so sorry, I booked your workshop during a holiday, so not many people showed up, you know." And I was like, "Oh, it's okay, you know, no problems." And I went upstairs, there was like 50 people.
oh wow. For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace until the next episode.